October 15th isn't just another day on the calendar. It's the day that could reshape your entire Social Security picture for 2026. The Social Security Administration is set to announce 5 major changes that will affect millions of Americans, whether you're already retired, about to retire, or still years away from claiming benefits. Let me break down exactly what's coming and why you need to pay attention. Why October 15th matters before we dive into the specific changes. Let me explain why this particular date is so significant. October 15th is when the Social Security Administration traditionally announces all the key adjustments for the following year. These aren't small tweaks. These are the numbers that determine how much you'll receive, how much you'll pay, and what you need to qualify for benefits. Whether Social Security is your primary income source in retirement or just one piece of your financial puzzle, these changes matter. Even if you're still working and nowhere near retirement, some of these announcements could directly impact your paycheck starting January 1st. Change. The 2026 cost of living adjustment, the biggest announcement everyone's waiting for, is the 2026 COLA. That's the cost of living adjustment that determines how much Social Security benefits increase each year. This adjustment is designed to help your benefits keep pace with inflation, so your purchasing power doesn't get eroded over time. In 2025, Social Security recipients saw their benefits go up by 2.5. Now, many seniors are hoping for a more generous increase in 2026, especially with concerns about potential price increases from various economic factors. The COLA is calculated using a very specific formula based on inflation data from July, August, and September. Since we now have all that data, October 15th is when we'll learn the exact percentage increase for 2026. This directly affects the monthly check of every single Social Security beneficiary. Change. The 2026 wage cap increase. Here's something that might hit your paycheck if you're a high earner. Social Security gets most of its funding from payroll taxes, but there's a limit on how much of your income gets taxed for Social Security purposes each year. In 2025, that cap is set at $176,100. What this means is that if you earn more than $176,100, you don't pay Social Security taxes on anything above that amount. But here's the thing. This cap typically increases each year based on wage growth across the economy. So if you're earning above the current cap, expect to see a higher portion of your income subject to Social Security taxes in 2026. For most people, this won't affect them at all, but for higher income earners, it means opening up the wallet a bit more. Change. New maximum monthly benefit. Since there's a cap on how much income gets taxed for Social Security, there's also a maximum monthly benefit that Social Security will pay out. In 2025, if you claim at your full retirement age, the maximum monthly benefit is $4,018. This maximum is expected to increase in 2026, which is good news for high earners who've paid into the system at the maximum level throughout their careers. Remember, you can boost this even higher by delaying your claim beyond your full retirement age. Benefits continue to grow until you reach age 70. This change primarily affects people who've had consistently high earnings throughout their working careers. But it's worth knowing about because it shows the upper limit of what Social Security can provide. Change. Updated earnings test limits. This is a big one if you're planning to work while collecting Social Security before reaching your full retirement age. There's something called the earnings test that can temporarily reduce your benefits if you earn too much while working. In 2025, if you're collecting Social Security and haven't reached your full retirement age, you can earn up to $23,400 without affecting your benefits. Earn more than that, and Social Security withholds one in benefits for every 2 you earn above the limit. If you're reaching your full retirement age during 2025, that limit jumps to $62,160, and the penalty is less severe, one withheld for every 3 you earn above the limit. These limits typically increase each year, so in 2026, you'll likely be able to earn more money before seeing any impact on your Social Security check. This is important for people who want to continue working in retirement but don't want to lose their Social Security benefits. Change. New work credit requirements to qualify for Social Security benefits. You need to accumulate 40 work credits during your lifetime. You can earn a maximum of 4 credits per year. In 2025, you need to earn 1,810 to get 1 work credit, which means you need 7,240 in earnings to get all 4 credits for the year. This dollar amount typically increases annually, and that increase will be announced on October 15th. While this might not affect full-time workers much, it could impact part-time workers or people with a regular income who are trying to accumulate enough credits to qualify for Social Security benefits. The higher this number goes, the more challenging it becomes for lower-income workers to earn their credits, which is something to keep in mind if you're working part-time or have a variable income. Why these changes matter to everyone. You might think some of these changes only affect certain groups, but they actually have broader implications. The COLA affects current beneficiaries directly, but it also gives future retirees an idea of how Social Security adjusts for inflation. The wage cap changes affect current high earners, but they also influence the program's overall funding. Even the earnings test limits matter to people not yet retired because they show how flexible Social Security can be if you want to phase into retirement gradually rather than stopping work completely. Planning around these changes once these numbers are announced on October 15th, you'll have the information you need to make some important planning decisions. If you're already receiving benefits, you'll know exactly how much your January 2026 payment will increase. If you're planning to retire soon, these numbers help you understand what to expect. And if you're still years away from retirement, these changes give you insight into how the program evolves and what you might expect when your time comes. The bigger picture, these annual adjustments are part of Social Security's design to adapt to changing economic conditions. While these changes help the program stay relevant and fair, they also reflect the ongoing challenges Social Security faces with an aging population and changing workforce. Each of these adjustments serves a purpose. COLAs protect against inflation. Wage cap increases ensure adequate funding. Benefit maximums reward high contributors. Earnings test adjustments provide work flexibility, and credit requirements maintain program integrity. Mark your calendar, so here's your action plan. Mark October 15th on your calendar and plan to check the Social Security Administration's official announcements. Don't rely on secondhand information or social media posts. Get the facts directly from the source. These numbers will be final and will take effect starting January 1st, 2026. Whether you're currently receiving benefits, planning to claim soon, or just want to stay informed about the program, these announcements will give you the concrete information you need. The October 15th announcement will provide clarity on all 5 of these important changes, giving you the specific numbers you need for your planning. I'll be covering the official announcements and breaking down exactly what they mean for different groups of beneficiaries. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that detailed analysis when the numbers are released. These changes affect millions of Americans, so it's worth staying informed about what's coming. Until October 15th, keep that date marked, and I'll see you in the next video where we dive into the official announcements.